you've been following along on this crazy pond monster adventure, then you know in our last video, we met a brand new friend, Douglas.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call Douglas a friend. He is a pond monster after all.
Well, he's a baby pond monster that we've tamed, and we put a tracker on him, which means that in no time, Douglas will be heading back to the mama pond monster, giving us the exact coordinates to where the mama pond monster is.
Our friend Douglas here is gonna be eating grapes.
He's a pond monster. He needs like a 5-pound steak.
I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Hey, Douglas. Come on, Douglas.
Oh, it's working. It seems like he likes it.
Come on, Douglas. Eat up. I told you he was gonna like the grapes.
Get calling the grapes, Phil. Look, I've got the pill ready. This is going to be the tracking device. Wherever he goes, as long as he's on planet Earth, and when he's back to the mother pond monster, we'll know exactly where she is and where she's living. All right, here you go. One tracking grape.
Okay, perfect. Douglas, got another grape for you. Right there.
Ooh.
Come on, Douglas.
All right, looks like it's working. I've got a super strong signal, and it is connected to Starlink. We're good to release him, as much as I don't want to.
No, Jakey, this is gonna be perfect.
All right, maybe the best way to do this is to transport him. We'll get a steel cage. We'll go to the giant pond that we were already floating on top of, and we'll let him free there.
Do you think he's gonna want to be stuck inside of a cage?
Well, we can't just carry him. He's gonna squirm, and also we can't just let him free. There's no way of telling if he'll find his way all the way back to the pond, especially his mother. All right, he's locked and secure. Let's get the car ready, and we'll take him to the pond. Douglas, our cage!
Ooh, yeah, so much for the cage.
All right, plan B, we're just gonna have to let him go. Looks like you discovered how to spit acid just a little too soon. All right, well, Douglas, this is where we part ways. You have to go find your big mama so we can track her down and stop her from being evil. We'll meet again, I'm sure. Guys, hit that like button, leave a hashtag Douglas down below.
Something tells me this is gonna take a long time.
I miss Douglas. I really wanted him as a pet.
Well, if we're gonna solve this mystery and take down all these monsters, finding the mama pond monster is going to be the biggest step in doing so. We only have one slight problem. We've got the tracking software up.
Wait, there's a problem?
Well, yeah, see, up here we can actually see how far he's moved from the location of the house. Once he stops moving, that means he's probably returned to the nest. As of right now, he's 62.
62 what? Miles?
Meters?
No,
Feet?
62 days away?
inches.
Inches?
You can actually see him from my bedroom. I went to go take a pee, and he's still just making his way up the driveway. He's very slow.
Well, this is just great. What are we gonna do while he tracks down his mama?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Phil, because we've had a lot of crazy stuff go on. I mean, there's been Bigfoot, there's been flying monsters, there's been pond monsters. Logan's still missing, if you want to put all this into perspective. So I thought it would be a great time to have a little bit of a recap. That's why I've cooked you boys up some popcorn, and I put together a little video.
Popcorn.
That way we can get all caught up on what's going on with the pond monster. Hopefully by the time it's over, we'll know exactly where Douglas is, and we can go out and find the mama pond monster. Get ready for an amazing show. Alright, so we are currently held up in our house. I know this is kind of a little off the cusp, but the FBI sort of taken over our house. If you've seen our previous videos, you know what's going on. The FBI left a USB that I was able to steal from them, and we are currently trying to get into it to find out more information about the pond monster. What's worse is Logan's missing.
You're supposed to be on our side. I need help.
And we have no idea where he is. Well, we kind of do. He sort of got taken by the FBI.
Have some coffee.
Oh, yes, I need that. All right, guys, come on. We only have a certain amount of time. They're gonna be back here. They have Logan. Let's try and get into this USB. What do the comments say?
Simon66 said pond is password.
Here we go.
Ah! Okay, what's another one?
Someone said it might be sent.
Send.
S-E-N-D. That could work for the hints.
S-E-N-D. Let's try it. Send that password, Bixby.
S-E-N-D. Let's send it home. Let's send it through.
Oh, man.
Okay, oh, we only have 3 tries, guys, so let's not mess this up. When I was upstairs, before I kind of had to run out of the room because there was something up there, I did see a lot of weird stuff in my room. Yeah, so I don't really want to go back up there, but there might be a chance that they left a password. You know, like a sticky note?
There was a monster in there.
We don't know if there's a monster in the cage, okay?
Oh, yeah, things just make loud noises
It
like
could
that.
have been a mouse! We're gonna go together, we're gonna look in the room, try and find a password, and then, once we have a password, we can find all the information on the FBI, find out where they're holding Logan, and solve this mystery once and for all so I can get back to playing video games!
Yep, this is as far as I go.
Go, go, go! Alright, so I kind of was really distracted with getting my computer last time I was in here, but it looked like, kind of like the rest of the house, the FBI's been using this place as like a makeshift laboratory of sorts. And while they've stolen most of my items for research purposes, they've also left some new items that we've never seen before. Some of those items being, what you're about to see.
I'm still not a believer that we should be opening doors with the words caution written on them.
Here. It's perfectly safe. Okay, that was the table. Shh, stop. There was some stuff on it.
What kind of stuff?
I don't want to freak anyone out, but I think there were pieces of monsters on the table.
Living pieces?
No.
Do you think they're combining different monsters and make a super monster?
I don't think the monsters work like Lego, Biggs. Okay, Phil, get in there. Okay. Whoa, the door! Okay.
That was a close one.
Phil's gone. We're gonna have to replace him. We're gonna drive really far from here.
Really, really far.
Yeah, we're gonna make a new channel.
No ponds.
No ponds. The channel's gonna be all
I'm still alive, you know.
What's in there?
A lot of weird looking things. I'm not gonna lie to anybody.
Holy moly schmoly bolies. Guys, that's...
That would be a Bigfoot hand.
Yeah! Why don't they call them big hands?
Also, because I watch all Papa Jake videos, that looks exactly like the hand that attacked you and the FBI agent down by our pond.
You're right. That looks like a pond monster hand. But you don't think... Did they get rid of the pond monster?
Oh my goodness, that would be perfect!
This kind of confirms one of our theories. That's a pond monster hand. This is clearly pieces of Bigfoot.
That's not a Bigfoot, that's a Yeti foot!
Okay, I don't care what foot it is, Phil. It means that there are other monsters. And the FBI knows it. They know there's other monsters and they're all connected to this beta particle. What? Oh, right, that might make sense what that box... Okay, yeah, we should... Okay, we need to go! Out that door! Run! What was that? That was a monster. There's a monster in our house.
What if it's like one of those dragon
Anyway,
things?
shh. Phil?
We got problems!
What?
The FBI, they're coming.
What do you mean they're coming?
They're coming down the driveway right now!
Okay, listen up, guys. We still need to break into the FBI's
We don't play a
USB.
big game of hide and seek.
No. We do not play hide and seek. They'll find us. There's too much information here.
That's not bad.
That's actually pretty.
That's a pretty good hiding spot.
That's a pretty good hiding spot. Good. Besides the point of that being a very good hiding spot, we need to get the FBI out of our house. We need to find out what's on that USB, and more importantly, we need to solve the case of the pond monster. I also find Logan. It's kind of down here.
How are we gonna get the FBI out of their house? They are probably getting out of their car right now.
Yeah, because they want their stuff back, but we're not gonna let them have that.
We're not?
Think of the lab. It's got monster parts in it. The purple slime, it freezes stuff. The green slime, which we're pretty sure is from the pond monster, well, it burns through stuff. Do you remember when I extracted the pond monster gland and I mixed it outside and it kind of all...
Kind of hard to forget. It smelled horrible.
Okay, well listen, these guys are crazy about beta particles. They're scared of it. Think about the front door. It's got a whole beta particle contamination zone. If we can create a massive,
Beta particle explosion!
yes, we'll scare them off, they'll run away, and they'll buy us more time. All right, boys, it's time to do a little bit of science. Bigsy, find me something that looks like a venom sac.
A venom what?
Venom sac, the thing that I dissected in the basement.
Okay, yeah, I can do that, for sure.
Remember when we were in here and you accidentally pumped the toilet?
Yes, my leg has smelt for the last 3 days.
Which is why I need you to grab that bucket. We're gonna need it. If we have the bucket, I'm gonna extract some of the primary contents from the venom sac. If I do this correctly, as I did when we first tried this experiment, I won't make acid, but I'll make some sort of reaction. It should be full of beta particles.
All right, Jake, I got the bucket. What are you doing?
We're mixing up the compound. This is a stirring device using a magnet. Oh,
Jake, what's going on?
mixing. Okay, I've got this part of the venom gland mixing, which means all we need is the second half. When we combine them, boom. Phil, where's the poopy bucket?
Got it right here.
Oh, wow, that smells.
Guys! I'm sorry.
Okay, Biggs, just the white stuff in there, put it in here with water.
Does this make me a scientist?
There they are. Okay, they're pulling up. We drop this, create a beta particle explosion. When we get out of here, it's gonna set their readers off like crazy.
And you're sure this is a good idea?
Oh yeah, they'll be running for the hills.
Good luck.
Here we go. Hope I did the science right. 3, 2, 1. Run!
Did you just kick the bucket over?
Yeah, it's gonna set their beta particle detectors off the charts.
Whoa, wait a minute. My beta particle reader, it's going off like crazy. Holy moly.
Oh, here they come, here they come.
Back inside, come on.
Evacuate all units. This place is covered with beta particles. Go, go, go.
Jake, your plan, it actually worked. They're leaving.
They're leaving! We did it!
The house is ours.
We saved the day.
Come to think about it though, why are they running away? And we're we're still here?
I think they're just scared of the beta particle. I mean, that one FBI agent told me that the only real issue with the beta particle is that the beta particle attracts more monsters.
Wait, why the long face? You said they might have already eliminated the pond monster in our
Upstairs. Let me check. Oh, no. Please don't be angry. Please don't be angry.
Everyone calm down.
Okay. I don't know. We have a Bigfoot loose in our house. Just remain calm. We'll figure a way to get him out of here.
Jake, I'm not good at remaining calm when there's a Bigfoot running around.
Maybe run.
No, don't run. We need the data that's in our house.
Right, okay. Maybe if we just stay hidden, he'll just naturally go out of your house. You know, like a fly that gets trapped in your house. Where is he, though? Oh, no. Guys, I think he's attracted to the beta particles in the lab. Bigsy, do you have the key to the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make our way to the basement, get in the elevator. It's like a safe room. It's made out of steel. Even if he finds us, I don't think he'll be able to break in. Come on, go now while he's distracted. Go. If you guys have not already, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, destroy that bell button so you never miss a brand new video. All right, come on. Elevator. Oh, no.
What?
Why are we not inside the elevator?
The FBI, they locked it. They put a lock on the keyhole.
Well, if anyone should go and distract Bigfoot, it should be Phil. Definitely Phil. Phil should do it.
Why not you?
No one needs to distract Bigfoot. Luckily for us, I have a few things in my lab coat. Remember the pond monster slime?
Yeah.
Remember how it can burn through metal?
Yeah, and us.
Okay, well, it can also work to get their lock off our elevator.
Okay, well, what are we talking about? Let's do it.
Right. All this monster stuff's getting pretty useful. Okay, time to get through this lock and open up the keyhole.
It's working.
It burned right through. Okay, quickly, pass the key. All right, come on, quickly, before Bigfoot finds us. Okay, run inside. Let's go.
Come on.
Okay, we should be safe in here.
I really hope so because we are stuck inside a really small box if he can get inside.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's gonna make all three of us Bigfoot food.
Check it out. I put us between two different floors. That way, there's no way he could possibly get in.
Honestly, not a bad idea. One metal door, one concrete wall.
So, did you bring any like snacks, food, like drinks, maybe games? I get pretty bored in here.
No, I didn't bring anything, Biggs. And you know what? You might want to try and not breathe so much. We only have so much oxygen inside this place.
What?
What do you think? It's a steel elevator, Phil.
Well, how long do we have till we run out of oxygen?
Well, the more you talk, the less we have, Phil.
Well, it's screaming out! It's screaming out!
You're gonna get Bigfoot! Guys, I have an idea.
Oh no!
light's already
There
going
goes the
out.
power.
Can't stay in here forever, but Bigfoot can't stay in our house forever. I have a way I think I can get him out of here. Remember Bessie?
How could I forget? She's one of the first robots you ever built.
I can activate Bessie on my phone. I'll drive her around, find Bigfoot, and make him chase her outside.
I mean, it's worth a try. And the power's back on.
All right.
Oh, there he is.
Bessie's online. Now, where was Bigfoot? We last saw him in the lab. All right, I'm making my way over. Okay, not seeing him. Let me hide under the table here. Okay. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. I just need to get his attention.
And get him outside.
Okay, I'm gonna creep up here. Okay, let's just go around the corner and draw his attention. Ah! Run, Bessie! Run, Bessie!
Where is he?
I don't know. I think we're safe here.
Okay, that's good.
Where is he? I don't know. Where is he?
What if he comes behind you?
I don't know. I can't hear. There's no sound.
It's too silent.
Bessie's offline.
That's not good. Now what?
Okay. Think. Yeah, I'm thinking.
You're taking too long to think.
There's not a lot of air in here, Phil. Okay. Tranquilizer dart. We'll put him to sleep, and we'll just throw him in the woods, like when you find a raccoon in your house.
Okay, you got any of those?
No, I don't, but I have it downstairs in the basement. It's locked
This
in the chest.
Bigfoot's a little bit bigger than a raccoon.
I think it'll work on Bigfoot. Look, just get us down to the basement. He's distracted upstairs. He's probably eating Bessie.
To the basement.
But in other news, do you see someone caught the biggest fish ever in the world?
Oh, it's
That was crazy.
Go! Shh! This way, where are you going?
No.
What?
They locked it.
What do you mean they locked
They locked it.
Why is there a chain around our chest?
Because the FBI locked down everything.
Don't you have any more of the slime, you know, that melts chains?
No, I used it on the elevator. Wait, I do have the blue slime. Maybe I could freeze it. I'll use the blue slime, I'll freeze it, and then we just need something big to hit it with. I'm sure the FBI left something. Not your hand. Put it under here, and once it makes contact, it should. Yeah, that stuff is really, really scary. Phil, mallet!
Got the mallet!
All right, here we go. Wow, we should really start using more of the monster stuff. It's extremely powerful.
Just get this tranquilizer.
Only one left.
That's what we came here for?
Yes, Phil, it's a tranquilizer, and if it works on raccoons, it should work on Bigfoot. Only problem is it doesn't fire. I have to get close to him.
Oh, even I know that math doesn't check out. Bigfoot is 20 times the size of a raccoon.
Phil, it'll work. At least maybe it'll make him sort of tired, you know, take a nap. You guys hide, I'll find Bigfoot, tranquilize him, then when he's napping, we get him out of our house. He really messed up the lab. You're walking upstairs. Hope there's not another monster here. He's coming from our prop room. He's definitely in here.
Oh, yeah. He's actually doing it.
He's by the door.
He didn't see me, but he saw Phil and Biggs. Oh no.
We gotta go! Hurry, get to safety! Come on, Biggsy! I don't know where he is! Keep going! Is he behind us? Did we lose him?
Oh, you almost lost me though, Phil. I can barely catch up to you. You're going so fast. Phil,
Okay,
I think we're safe.
that's good.
Oh no. No. Phil and Biggs ran to the pond. They completely forgot about the pond monster. I don't see Bigfoot out there. I better get out there and get after them. Maybe they did get Bigfoot out of the house, but there's still the pond monster lurking. Phil! Biggs! What are you guys doing?
Jake, I thought he ate you.
No, he didn't find me under the door.
So where is he?
I think he ran out here after you guys, but did you not forget there's a pond monster? And guys, I think I know where Bigfoot is. Guys, it's Bigfoot!
Is this him?
He's in the bushes! We have nowhere to run! Did you see that smoke?
Oh no.
Oh, the pond monster's here also! We're gonna get eaten twice! Twice eaten!
Jake.
Oh, he's coming! What do we do?
I don't know.
Wait! Bigfoot! He's running away! The pond monster scared Bigfoot! He's actually running away!
But what about the pond monster?
I don't know, I don't think he can walk on land! Let's get out of here!
You know what, Jake? That reminds me. If it wasn't for the pond monster, we would have been eaten by Bigfoot because you had to create a beta particle explosion.
Whoa. If it wasn't for the fact that I stole the FBI's USB, we would have no idea where to search next. So, you can thank me.
Yeah, have some pop.
What? Is that the password, Phil?
Someone also said the password could be open.
Open?
That's like the easiest password ever. No one would use open.
We're running out of options here. That's the only thing I got.
Let's just do it.
Open?
Open.
Open sesame!
P-E-N. I'm hitting enter.
Hey, go. Are we like hackers now?
High five!
Let's go.
Wait.
All right, well, what's in the
Yeah, open it up, Biggs.
Okay, clicking up. Ooh.
Oh, what's this? Top secret.
I wonder if it's a top secret
Wait,
pizza
wait,
recipe that
wait.
no one's shared with the world.
No, we shouldn't open it, guys. It's top secret from the FBI.
Phil, we have to. It might have the location of Logan and also all the information on the pond monster. Biggsy, open it up. Carefully.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
Okay, go.
Okay. Oh,
What is it?
it says a location.
It's just one file?
One location?
One photo?
Wait, that could be where
Apparently.
Logan is.
Why would they put Logan's location on a USB and then just...
I don't know.
Okay, no, just open it. What's it
Okay.
say? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, it looks like we have coordinates and a marker. Site alpha drop location. What does site alpha drop location even mean?
I don't know, but it looks like here's a big pond.
Whatever that location is, it's somewhere we need to go. We need to find what site alpha drop really is.
It looked like he was in the middle of a pond. That's a terrible idea.
We need a new lab. We're gonna need a vessel of some type, box fort boat.
Jake, every boat you build sink!
Let's go, team. Let's build a box fort boat laboratory. We'll use the box fort boat. We'll travel out to the location. We bring our instruments. We can collect data, see if there's any beta particles, and more importantly, since it's in the middle of the water, we're gonna need some way to possibly go underwater because, well, if you're gonna put something on water, that doesn't really work. So there's a good chance it's actually at the bottom. Yeah, maybe pack the scuba gear. I'm gonna run some more tests on this USB. Call me when it's ready. What is that sound? Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Why is there a DJ set in our front door?
Thought you said to build a DJ lab?
I said a floating box fort laboratory. They're not even related.
Seems similar? Similar?
No, not at all. In fact, why would we need a DJ lab?
Just hear me out, all right?
No more DJ lab. Floating box fort lab. Come on, guys. Am I the only one here who cares about Logan?
Right, Logan!
We need the best and most stable floating box fort that will not sink this time because we cannot afford for it to sink when we're in the middle of a pond with a pond monster. Big, stop dancing. We're done dancing. So the guys have been hard at work and they have finally created the lab, which is not a DJ set. As you guys know, we have the coordinates to something. We don't know what yet, but it is in the middle of a pond, a giant pond, which means the only way to get there is to use our box fort building skills and build a floating box fort.
Oh, this is a good start. I mean, it is a floating dock after all.
It is. So what I'm thinking is we build the box fort on here. We bring some of our science equipment and any other equipment we might need to dive deep down in the pond.
Well, then it's a good thing we got our tape and our cardboard.
This mission is going to be dangerous, but that is why I have planned ahead. I'm gonna have Big stay on shore and he's gonna be operating a drone flying above us. That way we'll have aerial reconnaissance at all times.
Dixie, have you ever even flown one of these?
Can't be that hard, right?
Oh boy.
Biggs will be up in the air running reconnaissance, allowing us to maneuver into the center of the lake. We'll be using a propulsion system, aka a motor, a very, very heavy motor. This will not only give us speed, but allow us to get out and back safely without anything going wrong. Unless we run out of batteries, then the mission goes extremely wrong.
Just in case, can't forget to bring 2 life jackets.
I've also got some other really cool gadgets that I think will be helpful in collecting data because clearly this massive pond has piqued the FBI's interest. So whether or not we find an FBI related item or something related to this whole pond monster story and where it came from, or maybe even the lake corporation, we're finding it in that lake.
$5,000?
Yes, thankfully Logan is missing. You don't tell him that we bought a $5,000 underwater drone.
This is an underwater drone?
Well, yeah. How do you think we're gonna get underwater and do research?
That's pretty awesome.
Right? It's an underwater drone. There's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool science we're throwing into this fort. But before we can do any of that and even get on the water, we need to get this thing built. Also, I am gonna have to call my guy for a truck again. And the last time we called him, I kind of lost his truck. Yeah, I told you might not.
Close the door! Close the door! Close the door! Man, it's completely contaminated. I need a team right now to take this thing away.
I'll figure that out. You guys start building. So while Phil and Big start working on our floating box fort, I'm gonna be going through some of these science items and really cool gadgets that we purchased for this mission. We have an underwater drone, which I'm gonna get into, but before we do that, I wanna show you guys this. This is a magnet device, a very, very strong magnet, and people use it to go magnet fishing because anything metal underwater attaches to it and you can safely pull it up. This will be the first thing that we use not only to find evidence and other items in the pond, but hopefully it means we don't actually have to go in the water and get all wet. Before we head to the massive pond though, I want to get some experience using it and actually test it out in our backyard at our pond and see if I can find anything because there have been some really weird findings in our backyard and I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some weird stuff in that pond.
I think it's just like fishing. We just pull it back, see if we catch anything.
It's kind of hard because this swamp is super muddy and there's tons of weeds in there. So every time I think I have something, I think it's just caught on a leaf.
Okay, while Jake is outside testing that our magnet fishing kit works, I give you the XS Papa Jake. Built with love, built with cardboard, and built with tape. This will be sure to get us out onto the pond. As you can see, we have windows at all 4 sides of the boat, so we can always see where we're going. A front door so we can get in and out. And as you guys already know, built on top of a floating rock. Now, we're just gonna have to deck this out with everything we need to go exploring, and then I think it's time that Jake calls his truck guy.
Update for you, I'm not gonna lie. I started getting a little freaked out because the weather's changing and I'm pulling up some really weird stuff. So I brought Biggs down.
Wait, Jake, you said you're pulling up really weird stuff? I don't want to be here for this. Jake, also, it smells terrible.
Oh, tons and tons of pieces. They almost look like they're part of the pond monster. Here, I'm gonna go for another throw.
You're chucking it into the water? Jake, that's just gonna make the pond monster angry.
Biggs, he'll only be angry if he's here. And right now, it doesn't seem like he's here.
Dude, Jake, what is that?
I don't know. There's like some really, really crazy black sediment down there. I don't think it's sticking here though because it's magnetic, although it might be. It looks very similar to the goo that Logan found. It's like identical to that black goo, which means this might be full of beta particles.
Jake, are you not just a little suspicious that the weather started changing as soon as you came down to the pond and started messing with it?
Yes, maybe a little bit, but this is science and I can't ignore it. All right, I'm gonna try the other side now, see if it's any different. Okay, we're a little stuck. There we go.
Jake, looks like you're pulling something.
It's massive, dude.
Okay, well, are you really sure you want to get this? You know, bring it up?
Yeah, we gotta figure out what it is. Biggsy?
Well, what?
I think I got something big.
Something big?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wow, this is really hard. It's stuck in there. Do you see it?
I can't see anything. What do you think it is?
I don't know. It's big though. I still want to lose the magnet. Whoa, whoa, check it out. Something's coming up.
Really?
What is that?
What is it?
It's a shovel? It's like a super old shovel. Dude, this looks like it's from like the 1800s. It's all rotted. Dude, look here. It almost looks like someone burned it. But this area is burned, and then this area is just rotten from being in the water.
What does that mean, Jake?
I have no idea. Also, how old is this thing? This cannot be modern. Look, the handle's even made out of wood. Guys, if you have any idea what this shovel might be, I mean, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Jake, it's just a shovel. But this is super old, and it's got burn marks on it. Leave a comment down below if you have any idea what this might be from or why it's in our pond. All right, I think that's enough magnet fishing for today. We'll save the rest for when we get to the big pond. Oh. All right, guys, so the box fort boat is looking great. It's exactly what we need to get out on the middle of this pond. Phil and Big still have a few things to add, like the motor. We're also probably gonna need an anchor, Phil, because...
I got one right here.
All right, Phil's got an anchor. Do you have rope for the anchor, Phil?
No rope.
Well,
I'm thinking we just chuck this over the board and we'll be ready to go.
That's not how anchors work, Phil. You need some rope. All right, well, while Phil gets the rope for the anchor and gets that all set up, I think it's time now to unbox and get ready our underwater drone. This thing is legit professional grade. It is going to allow us to dive deep underneath this pond because this thing is massive and I think it might be very deep. Also, if there is something at these coordinates and we do need the drone to pick it up, it comes with some claws. We can actually activate it, pick it up, and then bring it all the way back up to our boat. And this thing can go super deep in the water. It's meant for like visiting shipwrecks. Oh, this is the tether. This is what attaches to it so we don't lose it. I also think it provides it power. Anyway, we'll get back to that. We've got the controller looking pretty good. Not really sure what these do. Gonna have to figure that out. And a bunch of charging stuff. I also did notice on that image, there looked like there might be some like shipwrecks on this pond or maybe underwater bases. So it might be a good idea to check those out with the drone because we don't know what these coordinates are. I mean, for all we know, it could be an underwater FBI base. I've got Biggsy here to hold this massive beast up. Look at this thing. So the front of it, we've got the claws, we've got a camera so we can see everything underwater. We even have lights on the side of it, and there's different attachments that you can add, but I think this is perfect for what we're doing. Then we attach it to this, which will go on our box fort boat, which will then go to our RC controller so we can see what's going on and control it. It's also got 6 different turbo motors, so I think this thing flies really fast.
Jake, how deep is this pond we're going to?
I don't know, that's why I said get a very long rope for the anchor.
The location looked like it was in the middle of the pond, so it could be pretty deep.
Anyways, we're not even getting to this pond if you don't call that truck guy and get us a truck here now.
Right, we're gonna need a pretty big truck to transport our box fort, so I'll ask him for his biggest truck.
Whoa, guys, wait, are you okay?
I almost fell.
Okay, well that's okay. Before we launch the boat, I had to get some more popcorn.
But wait, you're gonna miss the best part!
Yeah, but we'll watch without him.
Yeah, things are a little crazy. In the last video, we left off in the middle of a pond as we're searching to head to coordinates that we found on an FBI hard drive. We don't know what we're gonna find there, but we ran into a little bit of a problem.
A little bit of a problem? We're in the middle of a pond with no working motor.
We're gonna get the motor working and we're gonna head to the location. We've got a couple different ways to find out what's there, and Biggs is currently on land using a drone so he can give us aerial surveillance so we can make sure that the pond monster is nowhere near us.
Okay, well, you're a smart guy, Jake. I need you to fix that motor.
I think it might just be a problem with the battery. Oh, yeah.
What?
Hold on.
Whoa, Jake, you're telling me this whole time our battery wasn't plugged in properly?
Oh yeah, we're back in action.
Hey, we're turning.
Yeah,
We're actually turning.
time to get this thing up to full speed.
Woohoo! All right, this box fort on a pond is working. We are back in business.
Now the most important thing is we need to get there fast and get out as fast as possible. I'm also hoping that whatever we find might have some information on where Logan is, because as of right now, Logan is still missing. So put a hashtag Logan in the comments. And as always, guys, we have a lot of stuff going on. We've got a drone in the air. We even have a drone that we're gonna be using underwater. If you see anything in this video that might give us clues as to what's going on with this pond monster, leave a comment down below.
What's that beeping? Oh, wait, Jake.
It's my phone. It means we're on top of the coordinates.
We are literally right on top of them.
Phil, throw the anchor.
I don't have it. Where is it?
Phil, did you even set it up?
No, but we have 100 feet of rope.
Okay. I guess we just throw the rope.
We'll make sure it's attached to the anchor.
Well, it is attached on this side. I don't know about the other side. Anchor's going out. Whoa, Phil.
Okay, chill.
Okay, I guess you just hold us here.
I thought that's what the anchor is for.
We don't have anything to attach it to, Phil, because we're made out of cardboard.
Right.
Is there any chance that what we're looking for is just somehow floating outside? No.
Well, Jake, then if you don't mind me saying...
Phil. You got Phil, grab the anchor! Uh-oh. Quickly, Phil! Yeah, I'm gonna get us right on top of it. You grab it.
Okay, we got the anchor back.
Hold it this time, Phil.
Right, okay, not leaving my hands.
Okay.
Jake, like you said, we need to speed this mission up.
Right, which is why we kind of assume that whatever that marker was, it's probably not just sitting on top of the water. So, we have an underwater drone. This is a $5,000 underwater drone that we're gonna send to the bottom and try and figure out what this marker was marking. Is it some sort of item? Is it an underwater base? Because I think there might be an FBI or lay agent underwater base.
I really wish I was on the land with Bigsy right about now.
Speaking of Bigsy, we're sitting ducks out here if the pond monster comes. Hey Bigsy, you read me over.
Jake, please tell me our radio's working.
Bigsy B?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I thought we lost you. Good to have you in the sky above us.
You have used one of these before, right?
No, never. This is actually the first time. In fact, if you watched the last episode, I unboxed it, and that was about all the experience I have. But I've seen a lot of documentaries on Titanics and diving.
There's only one Titanic, and it didn't end well.
Now, Phil, you cannot let this fall out of your hands like you did that.
How many hands do you think I have?
So the way that this works is we're attached to the drone, which is attached to this umbilical cord, which is then attached to this remote control. I don't know how much battery it has, but we should be able to dive down. It's got a claw on the front of it. So if we do find anything, we can pick it up and bring it back to the surface. Oh, looks like Bigsy's up with the drone.
Oh, there he is. Yep, I'd much rather be Bigsy up in the sky, safe and sound, than right on the water where the pond monster could be. Cheeky, how's that underwater submarine coming along?
All right, guys, the RV is ready. As you guys can see, I've got the video up on my screen, but we'll also be recording from it. Wait, let me show the hands.
Wow! Okay, that is awesome. Maybe it was worth the investment.
We gotta be fast, remember.
Right.
Drop it in, Phil.
Submarine going down.
Okay, the only problem now is I have no idea how to drive this thing, so we're gonna figure that out.
What do you mean you don't know how to drive it?
I don't know how to drive it, Phil. I don't even know where I am right now. I can't exactly see.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, I see the bottom.
You see the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, that's up and that's down. Okay, I've got up and down working. Oh, wow, it moves.
Whoa, I hear the seagulls.
We're about to come up. Oh, wow, okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, all right, that's upwards. Okay, we're going downwards now. I think I've gotten somewhat of the hang of it.
All right, well, Jake, most importantly, do you see anything?
That's right, that's left. Not yet, Phil. Oh, look at it. All right, I think I've got the hang of it, sorta.
Submerge. All right. When you lose the thought that the pond monster might be right below us right now, it's actually pretty beautiful out here.
Whoa, Phil, I think I just hit something.
What do you mean you just hit something?
Our ROV's offline.
I don't see anything.
Something was moving and then the camera feed stopped. Pull it in, quickly.
Okay, come on. Jake, I got it.
What's wrong with it?
Here, I have no idea.
Looks looks like it's okay, but it's completely dead. It's like something messed with the power source on it.
Like radiation?
Something like that. I mean, this was a fully charged battery and it's just bricked. It's $5,000 down the drain if I can't repair it.
Don't worry about that. You just said something could be down there doing it.
I don't know, man. I didn't see anything. There was something and then it went all black.
Also, Jake, is it just me or do those clouds not look so friendly? I think we might be overstaying our welcome, guys.
Okay, you're right. We've probably been out here way too long. Let's use the backup.
What's the backup? Other than that motor pulling us home right now.
The magnet. We'll throw the magnet down and we'll do a little bit of magnet fishing. Maybe there's something at the bottom that they're trying to hide. We'll catch it on that. Would have been way more convenient on the RV, but it is cooked.
Perfect. Magnet fishing blind.
Okay, got the magnet.
That's what's gonna find us?
People find stuff magnet fishing all the time. You know what they say, sometimes the old-fashioned way works better than our $5,000 ROV, which I think is broken.
Well, Jake, at least we know we are right on top of the coordinates. Your phone is literally going off like crazy.
Nothing so far, but we're right on top of it, so try backing the boat up a little bit.
Okay, letting a little bit of anchor go. All right, now try.
Okay. Nothing.
Whoa, the anchor, it's moving.
What do you mean it's moving?
I don't know, it's pulling. Oh, it's pulling really tight.
Bill, why is the anchor pulling us?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, I dropped the magnet. Whoa.
What?
I think I got something.
What do you mean you got something?
The magnet, I think it's on something.
What?
You're gonna want to see this.
What is that?
Hold on, let me get the magnet off.
Is that a tablet? An iPad?
It's an iPad.
Who would put an iPad at the bottom of a pond?
I don't know. Better question is, why put the location of an iPad on a USB, lock the USB, but wait, why even put an iPad in the middle of a pond?
That's what I said!
What if they were trying to destroy it? What if there's something on here they're trying to get rid of?
That would make sense. If I wanted to destroy an iPad, I would throw it in the middle of the pond too.
Well, if we can dry it off in a lot of rice, might be able to analyze it when we're back at home. Phil?
Jake?
Phil?
Why is the whole boat moving?
I don't know. Bigsy!
Jake?
Bigsy? Phil, get the anchor up, quick, now! Get it in!
What's going on?
Just get the anchor in, okay? I'm gonna get us moving.
Jake, it's heavy.
Just get it up, Phil, it's not that heavy.
I'm trying.
Oh, Phil? Something's moving the boat!
Okay, go! The anchor's up!
Where's Biggs?
Come on, Jake, get us out of here. Oh my goodness. Jake, we're going the wrong way.
What do you mean we're going the wrong way?
Whoa, Jake, slow down. We're not going the right way.
We're not going the right way.
Jake, there's a buoy right ahead of us. Jake,
Bill!
What are you doing?
I didn't see the buoy. You could have said something.
I did say something. Okay. It's quiet.
Too quiet.
What do you mean, too quiet? Isn't quiet good? Jake?
Yeah, look in here.
Shh. Who's talking?
Not me.
I know it's not you.
That's above us. No need to engage. They can't see us down here. What about radar? Things move pretty fast.
Why are you pointing at the floor?
No, I think this is coming from below us. The buoy.
I think you're losing your mind. It's just you and me in here.
Phil, the people talking, they're underneath the buoy.
We can run past them.
Like an underwater laboratory.
Probably trying to eat them alive.
This could be FBI or lay agents. That sounded a lot like lay agents. Look, we got what we came for. I think it's time to get out of here.
I thought exactly. Let's go. Hey, come on.
Phil, we got a slight problem.
What?
We're getting low on our battery.
What do you mean?
We're getting low on the battery, Phil.
Oh, come on, Jake.
Phil, please tell me you packed another battery because our battery's out.
Yeah, I did. 2 to be exact.
All right, we should be flying now.
Oh, we are flying now. Next stop, shore. Oh, wait, Jake, I see Biggs' drone.
Bigsy, do you read me? Over.
I can't get a hold of you. Hello?
Biggs, we've been trying to get a hold of you. What happened?
Oh, Jake, I was trying to talk to you. I was just getting static over the radio. Over. Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're coming back. Some weird stuff's been going on. We'll have to tell you when we get back. I think we were in some sort of electromagnetic field that was cutting out communication, and it's what cooked our robot.
Biggsy, do you see us?
Looks fine from my side. What's going on over there?
Wow. All right, I got eyes on Biggsy. Oh, and we're getting close to shore. This is perfect.
Bigsy, do you see anything chasing us in the water?
No, Jake. From my side, it looks all clear.
Weird. All right, let's get back to shore and fast.
All right, how'd it go?
We're getting this back to the house, and then we got an iPad to analyze.
What do you mean? It looks so clear from the sky.
Guys?
This was a good idea. I completely forgot that pond does not just have a pond monster in it. It also has what we think, have not found yet, is an underwater base.
I'm almost gonna bet 100% that that is definitely an underwater base. We're gonna find out what's under there. Just maybe not with the box fort submarine.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Now, thanks to Biggs' amazing abilities, he was able to help me decrypt the iPad and get it turned back on. Mostly, he just put it in rice for a really long time because it was soaking wet, being underwater. After decrypting the iPad, we were able to find this video on it. In fact, it was the only thing on the iPad. That and DoorDash. Don't know why they had DoorDash. Let me play the video for you guys. Let me know what you think. I've already watched it like 20 times, so I kind of have an idea as to what's going on. And this is sort of like the biggest breakthrough we've had since we've seen the pond monster.
The name's Agent Noble. FBI badge number 7274. I've been following this investigation now for over 2 years. What we've discovered is a corporation known as the Lake Corporation. The Lake Corporation seems to have been around for hundreds of years, but as of recently, they've been working on monsters, creating top secret underwater bases, avoiding the law, and testing out their projects to create different versions of monsters, from pond monsters to land monsters. They found something, a beta particle, and with that, they're able to turn things into monsters at will. Seems like a group of kids beat us to the investigation. One goes by the name of Papa Jake. What they don't know is what they're getting into. This Lake Corporation has been evading us for years. They are extremely dangerous. Identifying them has been almost impossible. The masks they wear, the tech they use. We've already gotten one subject in, someone that goes by the name of Logan. Looks like the Lake Corporation were running some tests on him. I'll have to stop by the lab and see how he's doing. See if he's still turning. For now, this will be my last video diary until I get back from underwater.
Clearly, the FBI is also following the Lake Corporation, and they know about us, and they know about our pond. But what's more important is that inside that video, they made reference to the underwater base.
That's not the most important part. The most important part is they made reference about Logan. You know, the member of the
Yes,
squad
I know.
that's still not here?
I know, but I'm kind of thinking, you know, it's been a while now. Maybe it's time to replace him.
Jake, we can't replace Logan.
Sure we can. We could ask one of the viewers. Like, Logan's been caught by the FBI. He's not coming back.
We need to get Logan back.
Okay, yeah, well, he did also mention sort of the fact that Logan is with the FBI, so at least we know where he is, so that's a good thing.
Yes, Logan being safe is good, but it didn't exactly sound like he was safe.
Yeah, he said that the Lake Corporation had been doing testing on him, and a lot of you guys in the comments have been suggesting that Logan might be turning into the pond monster.
He could be down here right now. Hey, Logan! Logan, are you down there? Come on out!
I don't know about you, but I don't exactly want Logan back if he's a pond monster, Phil. That's creepy.
Whoa, you're telling me if I turn into a pond monster, you just leave me?
Yes. We don't know for sure if Logan is actually turning into a pond monster, but look, okay, if we even want to find Logan, I think it's imperative that we get down to that underwater base. When we were above it, we heard radio chatter, which means we know exactly where it's located.
Yeah, great. They also were able to disconnect our underwater drone.
I'm actually starting to think that that might actually be from beta particles.
On that thought, I'll fly the drone again.
No, this time we're all going back, and this time we're breaking into that lab.
But Logan's not in the Lake Corporation lab. He's with the FBI, Jake.
Phil, we only have so much time in every single day, and right now, I think it's more important that we find out this. I mean, guys, let me know in the comments, would you rather us go looking for Logan or solve the mystery of the Lake Corporation? Since we're gonna be making this video before you can comment, I'm gonna answer it for today, because today, we will be
getting ice cream.
No.
Ooh, ice cream. Now that's an idea.
It's hot out today. Yeah, ice cream would be great.
It is hot out, but guys, no, we're not making ice cream, okay? We made a boat. That boat was successful. So now, we step it up a little bit. Once the greatest boat builder in the history of boat building, Leonardo DiCaprio, made a boat, he then set his eyes on something bigger, Submarine.
Leonardo DiCaprio was the actor of Titanic, and that boat sank.
Leonardo DiCaprio was a great inventor in history, Biggs, and he created the submarine.
Jake, none of this matters.
We build the submarine, we try to get down there, even if we can't get into the underwater facility, because I'm sure, you know, they've got doors and locks and stuff like that. Even if we can get a visual on it, get an idea as to what they're doing in there, it could help us figure out what is going on. Probably gonna wanna make sure that this submarine is super secure, because there could be pond monsters in the lake, and we're gonna be underwater, which means we cannot fail. Unlike a boat, which could sink and then you can swim, if the submarine sinks, well, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, water's gonna get in the submarine, and then what are we gonna do? I can't drink water that fast that it's gonna enter the submarine. It doesn't work like that.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna order a pool online so we can have it shipped to our house.
Whoa, this thing looks pretty heavy. Yeah, it's a team lift. I'm gonna need Biggsy if we're getting this pool down to the tennis court.
That'll allow us to test the submarine before we even take it out on the lake.
Maybe I can't lift a pool all by myself.
While the guys are setting up the pool, I'll be setting up the lab where we can use our box 4 building skills to build a submarine that not only works, but operates underwater.
2, 3, march. 1, 2, 3, march.
Going downstairs.
Careful.
I want to have some high-tech gear in there. I also want to use our scuba system, which I just got up and running, and I really want to show you guys. Also, if you have not yet already, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that bell button because we upload 3 times a week. I know I can't hold 3 fingers up, but that's a story for another day. Then be sure to do so you never miss a brand new video. Also, leave a comment down below, as always, if you have any information or think you know anything about the pond monster or what might be going on. Also, if you think that we should be ignoring all of this and just looking for Logan, let us know in the comments. Leave a hashtag pond monster or a hashtag Logan for what you decide.
Or make ice cream.
No ice cream, Biggs.
We made it. Now just a couple more hours and we should have ourselves a pond monster pool.
Did you bring the snacks?
I knew I forgot something.
Okay guys, so we are back in the lab, and as you guys can see, I'm wearing a weird outfit. That's because my laboratory coat is in the wash. It's kind of got some slime on it. May or may not be pond monster slime, but that's besides the point, okay? We are in the lab, and right now we are gonna be building our 2-man submarine. We talked about it a little bit, and I think we've opted for the 2-man because it's just gonna be a bit safer and a bit easier to manage once we're out on the water. Now you might be thinking, Jake, why do you have an inflatable floaty if you're making a submarine? Submarines don't float, they sink. Well, that's the trick. This is going to be our buoyancy raft. We're gonna use it when we wanna, travel across the water normally, and then when we wanna sink, we have an actuator valve right here. When it's time to sink, the valve will be pressed, letting out a ton of air and filling with water, thus pulling us down underneath the ground. Also gonna need to refill that with air, so we'll probably need an air refueling system. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay guys, so as you can see, we have laid out all the pieces to our pool. All of this will turn into that.
The basis for the submarine is pretty simple. Other than that, on top of it, we're gonna have our box for it, make sure that it's watertight. And then we're also going to need some extra supplies, such as respirators, which we have here in this bag. Once I set it up, you'll see how the oxygen system works. It's actually pretty cool. Now that we've got our plans, and now that we know how the technology is going to work, it is time to get building. Oh, and one thing, it's not a submarine without one of those little scopes, you go like, and look around. So we're definitely gonna be adding one of those. Time to check on Phil and Biggs and see how the pool is coming along. Phil? Biggs?
What's going on? The pool is up and running. The hose is filling it.
Okay, I thought it might be a bit bigger, but I guess just for a test environment, this is pretty good.
Well, how big's the submarine gonna be?
It's tall. We're working on the schematics here and there, but it should work. There's a slight issue though.
What?
You got a bit of a leak there, bud.
Oh.
Yeah, you're leaking water, Phil.
That's why it's not filling up as fast as I thought it was going to. Biggs, why aren't you plugging the hole?
I thought you were gonna notice.
I know what we need, boys. Some good old-fashioned duct tape. Ow, that really hurt. Wow, that hurts your hand a lot. But seriously, you probably want to plug that with some duct tape.
Rock, paper, scissors, see who runs upstairs to get it?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Woo! I won the rock, paper, scissors.
All right, guys, so the submarine is coming along amazingly. As you can see, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze because we had to make it small and durable. There's also no windows on it because, well, it's kind of harder to make windows if you have water coming in on the sides. So instead of windows, we're gonna have a camera in the form of one of those things. I don't know what they're called. Doesn't mean we can't have one though. But as you guys can see, the frame is ready. This thing is solid. We actually went for some really cool new designs inside. We actually have a double layer of cardboard here, guys, with some reinforcements. So it's gonna reinforce the walls when we dive down. As you can see, it is completely empty. This door is also kind of like temporary. It's just to get in and out. We'll probably seal that up and maybe have a hatch on the top. I'm not sure yet. But like I said, now we have to put in all of the gadgets that we're gonna be using when we're underwater. We need oxygen to breathe. We should also probably have some safety gear as well, like life jackets.
Life jackets for sure.
So the next thing that we need for our submarine, especially if we're gonna try and get into this underwater base, is going to be our scuba gear. Now, we're gonna be using this, which is another really cool gadget that's gonna help us underwater. Basically, the way that it works is we have our oxygen pump here, which attaches to a extremely long hose here, which then attaches to a mouthpiece here. And when you put it all together, you have breathable air. So basically this will go inside the submarine. We can then leave the submarine and have a working oxygen mask.
Only Jake will have to worry about this because everyone else is staying safely inside the submarine.
Whoa. You could come out and help me explore. Plus, what if I find an entrance into the base? I'm gonna need backup.
Yeah, backup from the submarine, an escape vehicle.
All right, well, this needs to charge anyway, it looks like. But this is the future of us exploring underwater. Who needs an ROV anyway? I mean, sure, we spent $5 grand on it, and sure, it broke in 5 seconds, but nothing beats your real eyes. Okay guys, so the submarine is complete and this thing is looking amazing. We've got everything set up and we've fully decked out the inside with all the items that we need to dive underwater and find this underwater base. The only thing left now is to bring it down to the swimming pool and see how that's going. Got our test chamber. This is where we'll be sinking our submarine, and hopefully everything will go as planned, so it'll be ready to go under real water.
Whoa, Jake, what do you mean, hopefully?
I mean, there's a lot of science that goes into building a submarine, Phil. Not every submarine is perfect. Leonardo DiCaprio made like 12 before his work.
Leonardo DiCaprio is an actor on the Titanic, and the Titanic sunk?
Not this one. This one's not gonna sink.
Wait, it's supposed to sink.
Right, this one will sink, but it won't fail. Now with some of the cool stuff we've got going on. So this is the entrance to the submarine, and as you guys can see, I kept it pretty simple in here. I did not want it to be overly complicated because we have one goal. That's to get down to this underwater base. Once you shut the door, you are completely sealed in, and we can check out some of the really cool systems that we have going on in here. So one of the things we have here is a sonar system. This is the sonar system. So we actually have sonar in here so we can see if there's a pond monster or another boat or an underwater lab, which is pretty cool. Next up, we've got what we're calling a stethoscope because we don't know what it's called. This is our way, like every submarine, to see above us when we're underwater. And we've got a really cool way to do it. So instead of looking through like a mirrored glass where you can see up and then, you know, you can like kind of look around, we have it fully powered and integrated with a video system. So if we plug it in, check it out. So above us, we have our stethoscope. There's the pool that we're going to be going into. Oh, we can see Phil. He's building something. So this is going to be great for us not only to see around us and make sure no one's coming towards us, but we can also be on the lookout for pond monsters. I think this is a pretty sweet way to kind of incorporate some cool tech into our submarine. Okay, now this is our oxygen. So this is going to supply oxygen to the submarine, but also will supply oxygen to me. So the way that it works is above the submarine, all the way at the top, we have an oxygen compressor that's going to compress it and bring it down here. And we've got a big hose so I can move around the entire submarine and not have any problems. When you want oxygen, press the button, and oxygen comes out of there. Doesn't taste great, but we're ready to dive.
What is that? What is that? Did you guys see that?
What was that? First the pond monster, now that?
Do you think that's the thing that attacked your balloons?
Maybe. I mean, the science was there that was showing that there are more monsters than just the pond monster.
We are launching a submarine.
There it is! Oh my goodness.
That is not.
It's right there! It's right there!
Guys, get down! Get down! It's gonna go in for attack!
We're gonna get in the submarine!
Go to the sub! Get in the sub! We can't fit all three of us!
What are we supposed to do?
Use the stethoscope! Use the stethoscope! This is our stethoscope, which you might have seen in the last video. Okay, I see the pool. We were about to go test the submarine, but now there is a bird monster outside.
Jake, I think we need to go down the submarine just to protect ourselves from this monster bird.
What's that? Oh, look at the tree. Oh. What's that in the tree?
Right there.
Is that the monster in the tree?
I don't know.
Guys, also, as always, if you see anything in these videos, be sure to leave a comment. A lot of the discoveries that we've made have been from you guys leaving comments. And if you're wondering what we're talking about this bird monster, a couple videos ago, I did an experiment with weather balloons where I sent them up really high, and something out of nowhere that looked exactly like that came and attacked my weather balloons. After they fell to the ground, we actually found blue slime on them that freezes when you touch it. As of right now, it looks like the coast is clear. Under any other circumstances, I would shut down this video and we would probably go back inside, especially because we have not dealt with the pond monster. And the pond is literally 100 yards over that way. The FBI agents always said that beta particles attract beta particles, which means monsters attract more monsters. If that bird's here, that might mean that our pond monster is being active right now. We still don't know if these monsters like the bird and Bigfoot are all connected and being made by the Lake Corporation or simply being studied by them, but this is how we're gonna get those answers. We need a submarine, which means we have to go ahead with this experiment.
Okay, Jake, but if this bird monster comes back and you're down there in the submarine, I ain't staying around. I'm gonna go straight to the house.
Okay, well, I'll probably be safe because I'll be in the submarine, but yeah, you guys probably should run. So for the test, we have, of course, this massive pool because we wanna make sure that our submarine actually works before we bring it back out onto the lake and head towards where we believe the underwater base is, a white buoy in the middle of a gigantic pond. Now, before
we do that, we're gonna lift our submarine on here, and using state-of-the-art box fort technology, we are going to attempt to sink it down below here and make sure that it can survive under, well, these circumstances to start.
So far it's floating.
That's the easy part. We probably know it can float. If you see anything, bird, pond monster, you need to inform me and let me know.
I really wish we built a 3-seater submarine.
You might not wish that if this thing goes sideways. Guys, leave a comment down below. A lot of you in our last video were saying that this is not going to work. It's totally going to just implode. And a lot of you were saying we should just sink it and see what happens. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Science doesn't make itself without taking chances. I just made that quote up and it makes no sense. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a wetsuit.
Alright guys, Jake is entering into our box fort submarine.
Going into the submarine. So far, so good.
And you are officially floating on the pool.
Remember, before you activate the sinking feature, please make sure all other features work.
All right, guys, welcome aboard this submarine. Closing the hatch. Now, if you missed our last video, this submarine comes equipped with some pretty cool stuff. You've already seen our stethoscope, which we're calling it that because none of us know what the real name of it is. And we have onboard oxygen. So even if this thing does fail, we have oxygen that I can breathe. Oh, and we have this, which is really cool. Check this out. This is our sonar station. So we actually equipped this thing with audio sonar, which means that we can see if there is fish underwater, of course, but more importantly, any pond monsters or if we're getting close to the underwater base, because you might have noticed there's no windows. We did that by design because if we put a window in here, the window's probably going to just, you know, break in.
I'm gonna stick my hand in the water. Tell me if you get one of those little green dots.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is actually good because now we know about the size your hand looks like. So if there's a pond monster, it'll probably be a lot bigger than that. Back here, it's mostly just the tech stuff behind the submarine. There's really not a lot of room. It is right now a single submarine. We're gonna open it up a little bit so that we can at least get fill in here if we are going down to the underwater base. We're gonna go and run this thing through a couple of tests before we sink it. I wanna run it through a wave test as well as just some general stress tests because we're taking this out on a massive pond. We don't know if it's gonna be windy or rainy or what's gonna happen. I mean, we might even get attacked by a pond monster. So I want to make sure this thing is as strong as we designed it to be.
All right, Jake, well, what are we waiting for? Let's run you through your first wind test.
I guess I just sit here and hope everything works. Closing the hatch.
Whoa.
Take
Don't
your
forget your
radio.
walkie-talkie.
Testing.
Oh, hey, okay. I can hear you loud and clear. Over. Take this GoPro. If you see anything, record it on that.
Got some extra lighting in here. Got our oxygen. Got our radio. All right, closing the hatch.
All right.
Don't forget to lock it airtight.
I will lock it airtight, guys.
How's it going in there?
We're doing good. You guys are good to start the pre-test before we dive.
All right, Bigsy, this is my favorite part.
Also, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you think this is gonna work right now, and you can comment later on in the video and say if you were right or if you were wrong.
Wind test in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, okay, the wind test is going. Not too bad, just a little bumpy. Wind is doing all right, just a bit bumpy, but the fort is holding up. Gonna turn on the camera, see what it looks like from outside.
Phil, did you just hear something that way? It sounded like a low groan.
No, I was too busy doing the wind test.
Yeah, it must have been nothing.
All right, got the camera going, looking pretty good. Oh, okay, all right. And I can also maintain a view of the ship itself and make sure that there's no braking or anything going on. All right, guys, the final test before we submerge this thing is a water test. This will basically test our water safety and make sure that this thing is leak-proof.
All right, guys, time to see if this double infused cardboard is actually waterproof. Woohoo! Woohoo!
No leaking in here. I can hear the water on the side of the wall, but there is no leaking.
Come on, Bigsy, there's gonna be bigger waves than that.
All right.
Let him have it.
Here's some big waves. Get both sides.
All right, I think we're good to go for the full test here, guys.
I think we really built a good submarine. There was no leaks at all.
Jake, before you fully submerge yourself,
Do you want to make sure that your oxygen tank works?
Yeah, I already ran it a couple times. I'm gonna make sure it works. I'm also gonna power down all the electricity except for what we need, just in case.
Because I don't want to shock myself if this thing does sing.
yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, guys, we're gonna enter sinking mode, which means we power down all non-essential equipment. Everything is depowered down. We are ready to start the test. I'm gonna make my way to the back and turn off the manual valve.
All right, sounds good, Jakey.
Got my oxygen tank here. Time to activate the manual sinking. Here is our manual valve, but basically you undo the safety cap like so. And now, once I press that red button, we enter sink mode.
I really hope this works because we spent a lot of time building this submarine and I do not want to start over.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Diving. All right, submarine is diving. Getting my oxygen equipment on just in case.
Bigsy, do you think this is gonna work?
I don't know, Phil. I hope so.
Guys, walls are making a lot of weird noises. Walls are making a lot of weird noises here, guys. Okay, looks like it's holding up. We are starting to sink. I can feel the pressure raising a lot in here. I'm gonna try and make my way more to the middle. Okay, we're in the middle of the submarine. Uh-oh. Oh no, guys, we have a leak. We have a leak, I repeat, we have a leak.
Okay, don't worry. Just patch the leak with duct tape. That's what I heard is best.
Oh no, this isn't good. Do we abort?
Whatever you do, do not abort. We need to see if this mission is successful.
All right, I'm opting to keep the mission going, although we are having a small leak. I'm hoping that this thing can hold up. Cancel that, it's a very big leak. I said cancel that, it's a very big leak. Oh, no. Guys, we have a very big leak. Oxygen tank is starting to make a lot of weird noises. Okay, we are still sinking, but this leak is not gonna work. I don't think I can just take the water out of here. It's not working like that. The water's not coming out. Guys, I think we have to abort the mission. The walls are closing in, they're getting real tight here. Oh, it's very cold, very cold water. Guys. Okay, that's it, we're aborting. Oh no, we're rolling.
Guys, check it out. It's working.
The submarine's rolling.
The submarine's going into the water.
Guys, you hear me on the radio?
Oh, check it out.
No,
It's
this
working.
is perfect.
awesome.
Oh no, I lost the flashlight.
Jake, great work, Jake. It's working.
It's actually working.
Looks like it's great from my side.
Guys, the submarine is almost fully immersed under the water. And Jake is safely underneath. I think this test might actually work. Wow, the whole submarine is submerged at this point. All right, Bigsy, well, I think the underwater submarine was a success.
Exactly, Phil. Jake's down there and, what?
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Oh no.
Do you see that?
But it's cloudy. Well, what's coming through
It's
the
the birds!
clouds?
Move! Get back to the house! Move! Get back to the house!
Hold on, I think it's the bird. Phil, Biggs, where'd they go? Guys, I think the bird's back. It just swooped into the water. It grabbed my oxygen out of my mouth. We gotta get out of here. The bird just swooped down. Phil and Biggs are gone. I told Phil I didn't think it was gonna work. The submarine completely failed. And then while I was trying to get out of the submarine, I don't even know if I got the footage, something started swooping down on the water. I thought it was Phil trying to grab me. And then this big hand just like grabbed my oxygen out of my mouth.
Jake, come in. Do your reading.
Wait, radio. Phil, where are you guys?
We're back up at the house. Hurricane.
And you didn't think to tell me? It almost got me right out of the water like I was a fish.
What are you talking about? The submarine looked like it was working great.
The submarine was not working great, Phil. It completely sank. I barely had enough oxygen.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay, Phil, Oh no, beta particles are messing with the radio. That means the bird's coming back around. I gotta move, and fast. Under the tree. I don't see. Oh no, I forgot the radio. No. Phil and Biggs are in the house. Okay, I gotta figure out a way to get back to the house and not get eaten by this bird. Okay, there's the creepy shed. I didn't like the creepy shed, but the creepy shed definitely can protect me against this bird. Oh no, it's here. Okay, time to run. It's coming! Quickly! Okay, now I'm just in a creepy shed. Oh man, I can hear the bird. It's flapping like crazy. Okay, well I can't stay in this shed forever, and the bird knows I'm here. So, unless I figure out a way to get out of here, this bird's gonna get me. Oh no, I hear the bird. Oh man, where is it? Oh no! Oh man, this thing is massive. This is like bigger than a dinosaur. I need to get out of here. I'm a sitting duck. I'm literally a fish in a barrel. Come on, there's gotta be something in here. Net, no, that's not gonna work. Pond monster tools, nope. Can't hit the bird with that. Oh, wait, look, it's like some old fireworks. Well, I hope they still work if they've been in here for this long. Maybe if I could get this to launch, that might be enough to scare the bird away. At least for a couple seconds to let me run for the house. Only problem now is I gotta get this thing set off. Oh, I can hear him. Okay, I can tell by the sound of his wings that he's circling. Once he gets behind me, I make a run and I light the firework. Just have to do it right here and get back inside. Okay, now. Come on, please work, please work, please work.
flying monster? That's ingenious.
Phil, it still amazes me that you think that that is genius. I'm literally about to break down a beta particle that we collected from the bird monster and turn it into a freezing liquid that we then pour on the pond.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? You have a point.
I think it's time that we stop running from the bird monster, from the pond monster, from the FBI, from the Lake Corporation. We fight back and we get rid of well, we'll start with the pond monster first.
You want to start with the pond monster? That's a great idea, Jake.
It's easier to start with the pond monster because the pond monster's in the pond. It's just right there. That bird monster's in the air, Phil. I don't know how we're getting it in the air. Gentlemen, I'm going to figure out a way that I believe we can get the pond monster out of this pond. It's going to require some science. It's going to require some thinking. While I do this, I need you to build me a state-of-the-art laboratory.
All right, but this time we are not having our spy base downstairs. We're building it upstairs, where I feel much safer. Well, as every squad member knows, to build an awesome box fort, you need duct tape, and we got that. And you also need cardboard. All right, Jakey, what are you thinking?
So for this base, I want it to be both a spy base and a science laboratory. We need stuff for surveillance. We can surveil the pond, the sky, and of course, be able to make sure that nobody, including the pond monster, can get in, because we all know what happened with our last base of security.
How was I supposed to know that the pond monster sprays acid slime and can get through metal?
I mean, we don't even know what this bird does. Does it just come down and eat you, or does it have some sort of slime that it attacks you with and it freezes you?
But that's why we're upstairs, and our surveillance is now safely from the top floor of our house.
We also need a good science lab, because I'm going to be conducting a bunch of experiments, one of which is going to be how we're going to actually defeat this pond monster once and for all. But guys, get this base built. I'll be back.
All right, Bigsy, looks like we got a box fort to build.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I already know what you're thinking, Phil. Why are there two doors beside you? I thought you were building one spy base. Why have one spy base when you can have two? Behind the orange door will be our gear room, communication lab, where we use our walkie-talkies. I like to call this the safe zone. Nothing bad goes on in here. But if you come behind the silver door, where Papa Jake will probably be spending most of his time, this is gonna be the science lab. This is where the crazy stuff happens. And this is where our surveillance window is. I think we're gonna set up a telescope here so we can see directly into the pond at all times. And if anything goes wrong, we have communication right through the middle of the fort in this window. So we got a lot of more building left to do if we're gonna get rid of this pond monster once and for all.
I've decided to go back out to where we last saw the bird monster. I brought with me a field kit full of all my science gear, and I believe that if this is the same bird monster that attacked my hot air balloons, then there's a good chance it's leaving behind slime. Kind of like how the pond monster's green slime melts things. It seems like the flying monster's slime, well, freezes things. My plan is if I can get enough of this stuff, I could possibly mass produce it and get enough that we could use it directly against the pond monster. First things first, we need our beta particle analyzer. This is gonna help us detect where the beta particles are and hopefully find some slime. Okay, looks like we already have a reading. Well, this was the first place that it did attack me, so I'm suspecting this is where we would find some slime. It absolutely destroyed the box fort. I don't know if you can see this, but the water's like also starting to turn like pondy. It's only been less than 24 hours. Oh, wow, this thing is really going off. All right, there's the bottom of the submarine, and okay, that might be the most amount of slime I've ever seen. Okay, yeah, the reader is literally going crazy. I have to turn this off. Guys, check that out. Just like the pond monster slime, this stuff is exactly where I thought it would be. So we're gonna need gloves. I'm gonna need a vial to extract it and put it in. I've also got this, which we can put it in. This is an airtight, watertight, and radiation-tight box. So at least I'll have a way to safely transport it back to base. Gotta be very careful. If this activates, it could freeze this entire area. This is something kind of interesting. The slime itself somehow needs to be activated for it to use its properties. Same with the pond monster. I was able to figure that out with the acid sac that we were able to get from the pond monster. Although this, I'm still gonna have to try and see how we can activate it, especially if we're gonna want to use it against the pond monster. The mission is to use my science skills to collect this and somehow turn it into a mixture or concoction that we can use against the pond monster. Maybe we can freeze the pond. I was able to catch it on this, and it's not reacting, which is a good sign. Now I can secure this inside the vial. Slime is secure inside the vial. Let's put it in our safe. Take some more video footage of it just so we have it, and close this up. Now to put that back in here, and let's go collect some of our water samples. This actually could be useful in trying to find an activating ingredient. It's not something we were able to talk about too much in the last video, but when I was inside the water, it was lucky that I was in a wetsuit because the actual temperature went straight down. And in fact, if you noticed in the last video when I was wearing my oxygen tank, I thought that somehow the flying monster had ripped it or somehow disabled it, but when we looked at it after the fact, that wasn't the case. It had been frozen over. So this was activated, which means there should be some activating ingredient inside this water. Looks like it's secure and inside here.
there. Now to take everything we got back to the lab and start cooking up our own version of this freeze slime so we can use it against the pond monster.
All right, and just like that, guys, let me introduce you to the new and improved Spy Base / Science Lab. We are currently in the operations zone, and as I said earlier, just in here is our brand new science lab, fully equipped with everything Jake's gonna need. Speaking of Jake, though, he's been gone a while. We built this whole fort, I haven't even seen him.
Bill! Biggs!
Come on in!
Why are there 2 doors?
We decided to split up the base into 2 different places of operation.
I need the science lab, like now. I was able to get back down to the pool, and I'm pretty sure I have, in this case, whatever that flying monster is, slime.
All right, perfect. Well, your room's over there, buddy. Go get started.
All right, this looks pretty cool. And I even got a window. Guys, I'm gonna need a little bit of time here. I'm gonna try and analyze this so I can figure out a way that we can recreate it and make our own version of it. That way, we can freeze the pond.
What do you mean freeze the pond?
I'll explain after if this even works. Just do whatever you guys do. Watch the pond for the pond monster.
I don't really do that ever. Do you do that?
No, I don't really watch the pond. I just hope it doesn't come up here.
Let's close the inspection hatch.
If you guys have not already, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that bell button. Be sure to do that right now. You never want to miss one of these brand new videos, and we upload 3 times a week. You guys have been so helpful in helping us try and figure out this entire mystery. And for those of you asking, yes, finding Logan is still a priority, but as you can see, some other stuff's going on. It actually works! I've harnessed the power of the blue slime. We can create enough of it now to hopefully freeze the entire pond. Oh, that's getting really cold. That is really, really cold.
So does this mean we're finally gonna be able to get rid of the pond monster?
I think it does, Phil. I think it does. With this new and improved lab that you guys whipped up, I was able to extract both components of the blue slime. The flying bird with its ability to freeze stuff, we've now figured out how to harness it. And with enough of it, we should be able to freeze the entire pond, turning that pond monster into a giant icicle, which you definitely do not want to suck on.
Okay, I like it.
I'll have to run a few more tests, and I'll also have to collect a bit more of the slime to get enough of it, but if everything goes as planned, I think we'll be ready to do this on a large scale and freeze the entire pond. Guys! I was able to take the samples of the slime and distill it down to its molecular form. I took the beta particles and then expanded it, meaning I could make as much of it as I wanted to. And voila!
Looks like a big Gatorade bottle.
Yes, it does look like a big Gatorade bottle, but you're missing the point, okay? This stuff is so potent that it will be able to freeze a large part of the pond.
How cold are we talking here?
Negative 200 degrees Celsius or negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit. This stuff is extremely cold. It explains why we were able to break that lock. Well, I guess we could see how it reacts with different materials, and then that'll allow us to know if we can actually even freeze the water around the pond monster, let alone the pond monster itself.
Whoa, that looks really cold.
Yep.
Forget looks really cold. It's already starting to feel cold in here.
Right? Isn't it insane? Okay, here, check it out. See this marshmallow? Super squishy, right?
Whoa! What's happening to the marshmallow?
Check it out. Now our little squishy marshmallow has turned into a crispy marshmallow.
Okay, that was pretty awesome. Try the sponge! Try the sponge!
Whoa! Okay, now squishy sponge frozen to negative 200 degrees Celsius sponge. Check this out. Dude, look! Oh wow, that's cold.
Whoa! Watch where you throw that thing!
I just ripped. That is freezing cold.
All right, this is all cool and all, Jake, but can you freeze my Blue Jays bouncy ball?
Probably. Oh, and check it out. If you add water, it creates like a smoke effect. That might be why it's so hard to see the bird, especially when it gets up high in the sky. Those clouds could be caused by the bird itself. If you don't believe me, look at this.
Whoa!
Yeah, the bird can create weather on demand.
What about my bouncy ball?
Oh, right, your bouncy ball. I don't think it's gonna bounce anymore, Phil.
A bouncy ball with no bounce.
Can you use my basketball?
I mean, we really should probably be going to the pond, but sure, one more fun experiment, because this stuff is kind of cool to play around with. Hey, Biggs, I think it's freezing your pot more than the ball!
Yeah.
Biggs, you gave me a plastic pot?
I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do.
I thought it was glass!
The plastic not work, clearly.
No, I think we just turned it into an extremely brittle.
Hey, my ball!
Look what you did to my pot! You broke it!
Well, technically, you just hit it with a hammer.
Alright, look, we've had enough fun and games. Now it's time to lure the pond monster out and freeze him.
Yeah, you really haven't told us how we're doing that yet, Jake.
I thought we'd just go on the bridge and yell mean names at him. So we are now outside at the pond where the pond monster is living. We bought a bunch of the bird monster liquid and we've set up a trap inside the water. We set up like a net system that normally you use to catch fish. But what we're gonna do is after we lure the pond monster and hopefully freeze him, we're gonna close the net and pull on this rope. That's gonna pull the net from inside the pond, scraping the bottom and collecting anything we freeze. Hopefully inside we'll have ourselves a pond monster.
What are we gonna do with it after we catch it?
We'll either put it in someone else's pond, so it's their problem, or we'll put it back in the ocean. Got our freeze set up and in place. That'll be our target there. What, Phil?
Jake, I don't think we're gonna have to call the pond monster mean names.
What do you mean?
It's coming.
What? Oh no, I hear it. Guys, here, hold the camera. I need to get this ready.
Jake, hurry, it's getting close.
All right, hold on, hold on.
Come on, dump it over.
Go!
Jake, this better work because there's gonna be a pond monster after
That is a lot of freeze.
Told you I made a lot.
So how are we gonna know this worked? The whole pond under the bridge is frozen.
This whole side's frozen, but the net is still in the water. So if we caught anything, now's the time we pull on the net.
The one good thing though, the noises, they've stopped.
Pond monster's not growling anymore.
Oh my goodness.
We might have caught him.
We might have done it, Jake! We might have done it! We did it!
You think we actually caught it? Come on, guys, pull! How heavy is it?
Super heavy.
Come on, keep pulling. Oh my goodness, you're actually pulling something out of the woods.
I don't know if it's a whole pond monster.
Guys, come on!
Might just be a fish.
Oh, whoa!
What is it? That's not a pond monster.
Oh man, it's probably a bass.
Get the net off.
That is a pond monster hand.
Is it moving?
I don't know. We might have just took the pond monster's hand off of his hand and now he's really mad. Although we didn't take it off of his hand because we took it off of his hand in the sense of the word, but we took his hand.
What are you talking about?
We need to get that back to the lab.
Okay, well if his hand is off, he must be frozen in the pond right now and he might defrost, and then when he defrosts, he's gonna be very mad because he doesn't have a hand. We gotta get back now.
That's true. Let's get this back. At least we can maybe observe it, figure out how to stop him again. We might have just made things a lot worse.
Okay, Jake, let's go. Come on.
Okay, here, grab that side.
Okay, come on!
In the lab.
Wait, let me put you on the cardboard.
Oh boy. Dude, that's exactly like the hand we found in my room. Do you think it's missing both hands now?
Is that the pond monster from earlier?
Or maybe it's a different pond monster. We don't know how many there are. We need to extract this from the ice.
It's okay, I'll do it.
What? Why would you do that, Biggs?
I don't know, I thought I was helping.
We need to extract it delicately. This could have important information about the pond monster, like the age of the pond monster, or how it was created, or
How are you gonna find out the age of the pond monster from its hand?
science.
Maybe he knows sign language.
No, guys, it's just science, but we need to extract it delicately. Okay, it's in a frozen state. That bird monster slime is extremely potent. That's why it created such a massive ice cube. Nope, no, not that.
What are we gonna do? Drill into it?
Not a bad idea. Safety goggles on.
And you know I'm always wearing goggles.
Whoa. Okay.
Looks like you broke through.
Some sort of hole.
The skin's made of acid. That's why it's probably was broken around it.
Yeah, that is definitely a pond monster hand in there.
Use the axe to try to chip out the way at it.
Okay. Whoa, guys, check it out. Whoa. Oh boy. You don't think it could come back to life, do you?
I wasn't thinking about that, no.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's free.
Oh, Jake, what are you doing?
Whoa, it's leaking acid. I might need gloves here, guys. Whoa. Mixie!
Guys, we really don't have time for fun and games right now. There's a pond monster hand sitting on our table.
Okay, well, we're definitely gonna need to put it in a safe place. And I don't know if this thing can come back to life. Maybe we put it back in the freezer?
You mean where we keep our ice cream?
Yeah, for now, Phil, I don't have any other ideas. I don't want this thing coming back to life. And it's smelling real bad. Hey, look, it's like I'm shaking though. Hey, how are ya? Oh, yeah, nice to meet ya. Oh, hey, sorry about your arm.
Guys?
Oh no, what, is the pond monster coming for his hand?
No, I think there was something else in the ice. When I was looking out the window at the broken ice, there was something in there.
There appears to be some sort of object stuck in the ice that we missed. It could just be a large rock, but we should investigate it, especially considering it's the same chunk that the pond monster's hand was in. Also, if you guys have not already, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to do that, as well as hit the notification button, because we upload a brand new video 3 times a week, and you do not want to miss what's been going going on. We have some crazy stuff happening in this house.
That's because you keep making us research the pond monster. Why don't we just let him live in the pond and we stay up here in our nice, safe, brand new, state-of-the-art spy box fort?
I'm not gonna lie, you guys did an amazing job on this box fort spy base and research lab. But if you don't use it, then what's it good for? Especially considering we just found out that there is a new flying monster afoot.
Yeah, Jake, I'm coming!
Camera?
Yeah, I got the camera!
Film this.
What is that?
That looks like an egg.
I mean, let's not jump to conclusions.
We've already seen a pond monster egg before, Phil. This is clearly a pond monster egg.
Looks like your freeze trap caught more than just a pond monster hand.
That might explain why we caught the hand. The pond monster might have been reaching for the egg, trying to grab it, and then we froze the hand and, well, it's egg.
Okay, well, I say we pick this egg up, throw it back in the pond, and you know what? Mission accomplished.
Kidding me? We have a pond monster egg frozen in ice. The other egg looked like it might have been a dud. This could be a active pond monster egg, which means we have a chance to hatch it.
Whoa, 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 you want to hatch it?
Whoa, the beta particles, they're off the charts, Jake.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, Biggs. It's a pond monster egg.
It could have been like a different bird egg. I don't know.
You think it's a seagull egg, Biggs? It's the size of your head.
That's true.
It's also in the ice where we got the pond monster from.
How do you know it's not the bird monster egg?
That is a valid point. I don't know if it's not the bird monster egg, which is exactly why we should hatch it.
You want to hatch a pond monster egg. You know what happens when you hatch something? A baby comes out.
Yeah, Phil, that's typically what happens unless you put the egg in a pan and the pan's hot, then you
Yeah,
make
this
it.
ain't no normal baby, Jake. This is a pond monster baby.
Phil, this is our chance to research the pond monster up close. What's better than catching the pond monster? A pond monster baby. Plus, if we're able to hatch it, we can have it in a controlled environment.
A controlled environment where it can eat us.
Trust me, being able to run tests on a baby pond monster could be vital to figuring out the secrets of how to defeat it. I mean, we already know that freezing sort of works, but we were barely able to catch it. And that was like 2 weeks worth of blue slime.
Okay, and why is the ice green?
Yeah, kind of looks like a popsicle. Maybe it's lime flavored?
It could be lime flavored. Biggs, you should definitely lick it.
You think so?
No, I really think you should not lick it.
Pond water.
Okay.
Wait, one second. We are definitely forgetting something. Biggs, bring that up to my lab. No, something. Did I remind everyone to like the video?
Yeah, you did.
That's what it was. Logan's still missing.
Right. Well, technically the FBI has him. We know where he is.
That is true. He's not actually missing. If you know where he is, then you can't say he's missing. He's just not here.
You haven't gone to check on him, though, and you could probably pay his bail.
But the recording that we got off the iPad that we retrieved from the middle of a gigantic pond sort of had an FBI agent saying that he was having tests run on him. You guys were thinking that might mean that Logan is turning into a pond monster. And if that's true, maybe he should stay with the FBI.
If he's turning into a pond monster, that means I want to stay as far away from him as possible because I don't want to get eaten by Logan.
Well, like I've said before, guys, if we solve this mystery and get more information, that just gives us more of a chance to possibly free Logan, and if he is turning into a pond monster, hopefully cure him. But if you guys think we should be looking for Logan, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, we got an egg to hatch.
Okay, very careful.
All right, we have to extract this egg extremely delicately. Unlike the pond monster hand, this is an egg. And if we want it to be able to hatch, it cannot be hurt or cracked or shaken.
Well, Jake, if it's ice, why don't we just melt it?
That's a good idea.
Okay, Jake, I got the hot water now. This is extremely hot, so please don't burn your hands.
Let's get this in the hot water. Hopefully we can extract the egg very gently without damaging it.
Is it working?
I don't know.
Well, this honestly might help the egg because the egg was born in the water, so putting it back inside water could be good for it.
That's true. That might be why the other egg was a dud. Maybe we left it out of the water too long. All right, guys. It looks like the hot water is slowly melting the ice around the egg. And if everything goes as planned, this egg should be hatchable. While we're letting this melt, I had an idea. If we're able to actually hatch this egg, it might take a little bit of work and a lot of science. But if we can create an environment that replicates that of our pond in a safe environment, we could potentially hatch it and have a baby pond monster. Now, before you guys freak out,
I've been freaking out the last 2 weeks.
okay, well, listen, if we hatch this baby pond monster, I can then install a tracker on it that will allow us to have a GPS signal of wherever it is. Then we can release it back in the wild and it will go directly back to its mother, the pond monster. We'll have an idea of exactly where the pond monster is at all times, whether we want to try and capture it again or even just make sure that it's not coming near our base. We'll know where it is.
Jake, that's brilliant.
What do you mean brilliant? He wants to hatch a baby pond monster so we can find a real pond monster. One that eats humans.
The only problem is going to be creating an environment that allows the egg to hatch. It's like incubating a chicken egg. It has to be the perfect temperature, humidity, everything. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and I might need you guys to buy some stuff. Give me some time while that continues to melt. And then meet me down by the pool. I think we'll turn that into a hatchery.
Oh, boy.
Okay guys, so we're back outside at our pool where our submarine sort of epically failed. But I have an idea on how we can hatch this egg. I've gathered some items that we've collected along the way that all contain beta particles that can create an environment that I believe might be able to hatch this, and we can get a living pond monster baby.
And I just want to state, I still don't think this is a good idea. A pond monster baby, Jake, it's gonna grow up and eat us.
It's not gonna eat us because it's not gonna get the chance. We're gonna put a tracker on it and let it go back to its mama so we can then know where the pond monster is. The only problem is trying to hatch this. The last egg sort of did not hatch. Leave a comment down below if you guys think this is gonna work and if this egg will really hatch. I've got the items next to me, but the first thing we need to do is throw it in the pool. There is also a slight chance because I was attacked by that bird monster here that maybe it like mixes and then we get a weird pond monster bird monster. That would be worst case scenario.
Mutant monsters. We're literally making mutant monsters now.
Jake, it's not hatching.
I realize that, Biggs. We have to do a little bit of science. Did you get my bucket?
Yeah, I got the bucket.
Okay guys, so in this bucket, we have a bunch of distilled beta particles. These were actually left over from when I was creating the ice slime, so it is pure beta particles. Then we're gonna add this. This is from the venom sac. Highly reactive, but also from the pond monster. My hope is that when we put these two together and put them in the water, it will create an environment that the egg will know it's okay to hatch in. Although this might get very reactive, so you guys might want to stand back.
Oh, boy.
All right, here goes nothing. Combining the beta particles now. Test number 1 to hatch an egg.
Jake, it's bubbling.
Yeah, I can see that, Phil. Oh wow, it is reacting extremely well.
Should we put it in the pool now?
Hold on. Okay, yes, put it in the pool now, Biggsy. Now, Biggsy, in the pool, quickly!
Okay, so you turned our pool green, but Jake, nothing's happening.
Second reaction starting!
Whoa! 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 Something's happening!
Jake!
This is crazy. It's turning the water into... guys, I think it's turning the water into acid and it's leaking and our pool's smoking and the pool might melt.
The pool might melt!
Back away from the pool! There's acid in the pool. I think it's working. I think it's working.
Okay, Jake, the smoke is dissipating. Now what?
I guess we check and see if we have a baby pond monster. I don't see the egg though. The egg's gone.
No.
Do we blow up the egg?
I hope not.
Come on, I really thought this was gonna work.
Guys, I think the egg hatched.
You mean Biggs?
Well, look!
Whoa! Okay, everyone calm down. Don't freak out.
That's a baby pond monster.
It could be an alligator.
An alligator?
Wait, where do we live?
Apparently where there's a lot of scary monsters around.
Right, but I don't think there's alligators where we live, Biggs, or crocodiles. I think that might be the baby pond monster.
Remember, these things are dangerous.
It actually worked. We hatched a baby pond monster. It actually worked. Wow. Look, it's exactly the same makeup as the hand that we found, just smaller. If this thing is a baby, this just shows how big these pond monsters can really get. I mean, look at this thing. It's massive and it just hatched.
You gonna touch it?
It's not really angry. It's just a baby. It can't hurt us.
Have you seen what it does when it grows up? It's on the move. It's probably headed towards the pond right now.
Look, I know that the plan was to release the baby pond monster and find the mother pond monster, but who's to say we can't keep it? I mean, look how cute it is. It's like a little dog.
Jake, I don't think pond monsters can be good. I think they have an innate ability just to think that they want to eat things. You're just gonna make it mad.
I'm trying to figure out how to pick it up, okay,
Okay,
Biggs?
well, look,
we need to take it back to the lab.
That long tongue is where the acid glands come from, and I do not want him spitting acid at my face.
Actually, speaking of that, scientifically speaking, Biggs is not wrong. You can actually see here, look at how big the acid glands are. I mean, that really just shows how much acid the mother pond monster would have. So everyone be careful.
As you try to pick it up.
Oh, as I try or as I do? I'm gonna name him Douglas.
Whoa, we are not naming the baby pond monster, Jake. We're getting the tracking device in it and getting it out of our house.
Aw, dude, I like the name Douglas. It really suits him.
Guys, what do you think? Should we be keeping this baby pond monster? I mean, again, I know that the plan was a good plan, and yeah, it'll probably work, but what if we raise him? Then he's just chilling with us playing, you know, like Fortnite and stuff, like watching movies, one of the boys.
I don't think that's how it's gonna be, Jake.
He can be
I think he's
part
gonna
of
try
the
to eat us.
Oh, Douglas part of the squad, hashtag Douglas.
Jake, we are veering way too far off this plan. Get the tracking device in Douglas and get him back to Mama.
All right, well, at least let's get him back to the lab. I definitely want to run a couple experiments before we release Douglas. Also, we're gonna have to find a way to get the tracking device inside of him. Okay, all right, Dougie, listen, it's PJ, it's Papa JJ. It's your daddy. I helped hatch you, Douglas. All right, Phil, we might want to get the lab organized so we can accommodate our little new friend here.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't actually think this was gonna work. I don't know if our lab's ready for a pond monster baby.
You're gonna get to see our brand new Boxford spy base. We're gonna run a couple tests on you, and then unfortunately, Phil's probably gonna make me let you go.
Do you think he knows how to play Fortnite?
He might. He's got like pretty big hands.
Yeah, claws. They might rip the controller
I'm
apart.
telling you guys, we could not release it. We could teach you how to play Fortnite. Hey, Logan's still missing. We need a replacement.
Oh, this guy's name's Doug, and he's going back and showing us where his mama is.
He's only a day old. We could change it. Hey, Logan. Hey, what's up, guys? Logan here, and I'm back with a brand new video. He's basically the same thing. Yeah, I'm the new Logan.
Let's just get him to the lab.
Right. Okay, Dougie, this is our house. That's Logan. You recognize him? This is our elevator. And this?
I cannot believe we have a baby pond monster in our house.
This, Dougie, is our Boxford spy base. We've been using it to watch out and look at, well, trying to get rid of your mother. But that's only because your mom's kind of mean and is in our pond and also connected to the Lake Corporation and the FBI is involved. It's a long story. We'll tell you when you're older. All right, Dougie, on the table you go.
We're just gonna leave Douglas on the table?
I have to perform some tests.
All right, Douglas, you just hang out there.
Wow, guys, check it out. Broke the beta particle detector. That's how many beta particles are here. We thought there was a lot when we were making experiments with the slime, but to have a living monster? That might be why our electronics keep malfunctioning. It's done. Maybe the beta particles in a high enough concentration are interfering with our electronics. That's why we lost the ROV. That's why we lost connection with Biggs. Maybe that explains a lot of the problems we've been having, especially with filming for you guys.
Aw, man. Does that mean he's gonna ruin Fortnite for us? We can't play Xbox or video games?
Whoa, this is a lot to take in, Jake, and what are you doing now?
Definitely a baby version of the hand that we found. I think this certainly proves that the pond monster is reaching for that egg. You can also see here that the tail and the color matches up with what we've been fighting with the pond monster. Given its size, I'm starting to think that these pond monsters might be able to get possibly 10, maybe 12 meters in size at full age. And the amount of acid that you can see here in the acid glands is just remarkable. I mean, no wonder this pond monster is able to create smoke and affect weather. It's beyond me. Now, the only problem is we definitely can't keep it. Unfortunately, as much as I want to, the amount of beta particles coming off this thing, well, it will definitely attract more monsters. Potentially ones that we don't even like the new bird monster we just found. It will also probably destroy every single electronic we try to use in the house.
Well, nice to have you back on board finally, Jakey. Now let's get this tracker in this thing and get it out of here. What are you wearing?
Stethoscope, Phil.
Really, Jake? Checking it for a heartbeat?
Actually, this pond monster could have like 5 hearts. We really have no idea.
3 hearts. Although these monsters are created out of beta particles, I'm starting to believe that it has similar traits to species on Earth with morphollaxis.
Hold up, what does morphollaxis mean?
Well, to put it simply, Phil, they can regenerate limbs.
Involves the growth of new cells that gradually form the missing structure.
Okay, I guess I was the only one who didn't know that.
He Googled it. That doesn't...
I didn't Google it.
I saw your phone, though.
No phone in hand now.
All right, look, it doesn't matter. What that does mean, though, is that if it has morphollaxis, that hand that we froze off probably has regrown.
Great. Just when I thought we were getting a slight advantage over the pond monster.
What if it's like those 3-headed dragons? When you cut off one head, 2 grow back.
Don't know about that, but what I do think is there is a good chance that the pond monster isn't weakened as we suspect. In fact, it's probably grown back stronger than ever.
Well, this is just perfect. All right, Jakey, let's get the tracking device in Douglas over here, and let's get him out of our spy base before his mom comes to get him.
Phil, you almost forgot one of the most important things. For every like this video gets, Douglas gets a friendly poop on the head.
Oh, a bunch of likes.
All right, I'm gonna get the tracker prepared. In the meantime, watch Douglas, make sure that his mom doesn't come looking for him prematurely, and more importantly, he was just born, so he's probably hungry. Phil, find him something to eat.
I don't know what pond monsters like to eat.
Perfect, it's working. Calibrating the GPS coordinates, activating the tracking pill, and connecting to Starlink. All right, hopefully Phil finds something he can eat. I'll put the pill inside that, he'll ingest it, and then we'll track him straight back to his mom. That was awesome!
It's not a bad movie, but how far has Gary gotten?
Gary, he's gotten.
Why does it say 63?
You guys want to go see like a movie? We're gonna be here a while.
I mean, the new Transformers movie, that'll be out.
That sounds like an awesome idea.
Ooh, yeah!